Right, I'm dressed today, which is annoying. Just joking. Right, so there's I thought I'd do a little update. All Daily Mail have been stalking my Facebook and have now seen my update of my speech, which is getting so much better. Still stuttering. I'm having a very draining day. So today is my recovery day, where I'm not going to be doing much. Also, I've ordered FND action leaflets, which have not cost me anything, and I will be dropping them off at different doctors. So if you can comment where your doctors are, and I will drop them to them. Hopefully they'll put some on display, because I've never seen any. Wanted to say because my speech is better, but unfortunately I'm still getting my body pain, which I'm trying to cope with the best I can. Trying to ignore it as much as I can, not taking paracetamol and ibuprofen, as I don't want to keep pumping my body with meds if I can help it. I am now taking magnesium and calcium and zinc tablets, plus my CBD oils of Ray, which I do under my tongue. Sorry, you maybe didn't understand what I said there. I've not noticed a massive difference yet, but I will keep going and keep everyone updated as if it's something that you can maybe take. I'm still on my high dose of diazepam and Zopiclone to help me relax and sleep at night. But a different topic for you today is a lovely lady messaged me the other day, and I said I can sympathise with how you're feeling. And obviously my ears pricked up because I don't like hearing people say I know how you feel, because I don't like the fact that other people suffer as well. It does genuinely make me sad, but that's just how I've always been. Bless her. She said I had Bell's palsy after I'd had my baby, and I was taken aback and upset because I've not heard of anyone else around having it. I know it's not something you talk about. I certainly didn't when it happened to me, because I was on my own at the time. But anyway, let's talk about Sophia. She sent me pictures of her, and I could totally sympathise. That's exactly how I looked. My face had dropped like that, and my eyes stopped working as well, because it affects the whole side of the face. It's the cranial nerve that is affected with Bell's palsy. It can come on over a couple of days. It doesn't normally come on straight away, as this is the difference between Bell's palsy and stroke, which I think needs awareness as well. So with a stroke, that can come on very suddenly. It can affect your speech very sad. A bit like how I used to talk, very slurred. Can't raise your arms, but she told me how she struggled with it. She didn't want to leave her house, which I could totally sympathise with as well, as I didn't want to, because I thought people will laugh, and to be honest, yes, they did, but I just laughed back, because if you don't laugh back, then you're probably, I don't know, like, you'll just upset you more. So Bell's palsy, from what I know, I'm not a medically trained, well, sort of, as I'm trained in medical emergencies and stuff like that. So I know the signs and the symptoms of a lot of the things, because I have to see if somebody looks poorly. Well, what are their signs? Well, they're showing this, and this, and what are the symptoms? And that's one thing that I'm grateful for knowing, because when you're like that, you do think, oh my god, I'm having a stroke. And anyway, when it happened to me, Jasmine was only a few months old at that. I started with tingling in my face, a bit like when you've been to the dentist and you have an injection, and then the sensation of the numbness wearing off. You can get pins and needles. Can't remember the term for it, but I'm sure a dental nurse on here will remind me. But yeah, my mind isn't as it used to be. But I'm trying my best for you. And I've totally forgot what I was saying. So yeah, the tingly face. But this happened on the night, and then I woke up and my lip, I kept going like that. I was like, why does this feel like this? Anyway, I looked in the mirror, my face had just totally drooped. My eye was even like drooped. My whole face was just down. And I was walking around my living room for about 5 minutes thinking, oh fucking hell, please don't say something else. But I didn't panic because it didn't feel real. I didn't feel poorly, to say, as you can get sweats and palpitations and not feeling well. So it took me a lot of courage to ring the ambulance for myself, because I felt silly. Anyway, I calmly rang them and told them what. They came and I was blue lighted to the hospital because I did have a numbness in my arm, which was weird. But I don't know if it was because of the stress, what was happening, because I was on my own. I didn't have anyone with me except for Jasmine in the ambulance chair, so strapped in. And Jasmine's dad, I think, met me there. I can't remember, but I do remember being on my own. So this can, start overnight. And with mine, it lasted about 4 months, I think. I had to wear an eye patch because obviously if I'm out in public and the gust of wind comes, I could potentially be blinded because I don't have the reflex to blink in that eye. So I believe, and I was told, I had a viral infection and it affected my cranial nerve, and this was either compressed or pinched in some way. So obviously that causes the numbness and sorry, I'm not very well today. So it can last 2 weeks. It can last months or years. Thor, if you've ever heard of him, the world's strongest man, or he has Bell's palsy and he's never recovered. Bless him. But I just wanted to raise a little bit of awareness of Bell's palsy as well, because it's very scary. If you ever have anything medically happen to you. But if you can get medical attention within 72 hours, the treatment's more effective. I was on a high dose of steroids to help with mine. But I've heard you can only really get it once. Or if your family has a history of it, you can get it again. I personally believe it could be caused by extreme stress as well. The reason why I'm saying that is I had a very stressful labour with Jasmine and had to have a C-section. And speaking to Sophia as well, because we both got it very close to after having our babies, just makes me think that it could be caused by stress as well, because childbirth is a very stressful situation for your mind, body and soul, I believe. Your body is put under a massive stress and pain, and sometimes, say we have had a traumatic past or something traumatic has happened to us, we think we're coping with it, and then bang, something happens to us. Because I believe there sometimes is a delay in, if you're under a lot of stress, which to be honest I have been a lot. But yeah, I won't go into that too much, but we just need to take time to heal ourselves, try and meditate at bedtime, try not to think too much of the bad things and more of the positive things, like you have a roof over your head, you've got beautiful children or animals, pets, whatever you like. Just maybe sit down and think how lucky you are with things, as I know I do that more now. But yeah, so I thought I'd do a quick video about that, about a past experience and different people can relate to it. And also let me know in the Beverley area where your doctors are, and I'll try and drop some leaflet off for you. Or if you want to come to my house and pick some up, that's absolutely fine as well. Just so we can get, the word out there. I was in a Beverly Life magazine as well, and I've been offered a free treatment at the Salt Revive Therapy place near the Merco Garage in Beverly. So I'm gonna try that as well. I've still got a long way to go, but every day is a new day. If it's an active day, great. If it's a recovery day, then that's fine too. But yeah, just that was my experience on